My goal today is to share with you the mindset of an entrepreneur. And this is going to be a little philosophical and a little deep. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 14. And I know there's some Nantucketers out here that spoke the other day from New England. And I used to dive in off the pier where the steamship would come in the summers. And I would ask people to toss a coin in the water so I could dive down and get it. Toss a coin, sir? Dive down and get it. I used to make enough money to buy lunch and ice cream cones for myself. So it starts, you guys, entrepreneurship starts at a young age. So let's assume the roaring 2020s have begun. Woo! Corporate America is sitting on the largest stockpile of cash in history. Consumer spending and travel are on the rise. Look at our room, right? We're packed at the gills. Household income is relatively stable. And as crazy as this sounds, Americans gained $4 trillion in wealth during the pandemic. While the coronavirus pandemic inflicted massive pain and suffering, it also transformed the idea of what is possible for all of us. The stigma around work from home is gone. The idea of being an entrepreneur is mainstream, and many people are looking for side gigs or already have one. Bitcoin is considered a valuable currency today. Has the world changed? These breakthroughs have fundamentally changed the way we live, work, relate to one another, and see the world. So how can you leverage these opportunities to your advantage? First, it's important to face reality about the state of economics and wealth inequality, which affects all of us. That $4 trillion, 54% of it went to the billionaires. Only 20% of it went to, us, the rest of us. U.S. billionaire wealth increased twice as much as the government paid out in one-time stimulus checks to 150 million people. This orgy of wealth shows how fundamentally flawed our economic system is. If this pandemic reveals anything, it's how unequal our society has become and how drastically it must change. And this can all help you guys, because it's time to realize that the path to success is paved with entrepreneurship, which provides a better path to financial success, future potential asset growth, than a blue-collar or corporate career. Trends, right? Trends that came out of the pandemic are all in our favor. Short-term thinking is dead. People are making plans for ways to capitalize on the work-from-home economy, to give them a better lifestyle and better choices. People want to work in teams and collaborate with one another. They realized what they loved about their jobs were the people. And when they couldn't go and hang out with those people, they hated their jobs. And now 74% of Americans are not interested in going back to their jobs anymore. Boundaries between work life and home life are dissolving. People have more time to do the things they need to do and fit it all in. And this is giving people choices of not having to do the things they don't want to do. Success has been redefined. People want the freedom to pick who they work with and not have to face the ugly choices because of their jobs anymore. Financial security that comes with a job we hate isn't the definition of success anymore. The new definition is about freedom and choices, not simply security. Let's take some lessons from futurist billionaire entrepreneurs whose wealth exploded during the pandemic, who I follow and believe stay out in front due to their long-term strategies, unswerving vision, and philosophies that can help us not be left in the dust. So we need to pay attention to what these guys are doing, and gals. Everything we do and the sacrifices we have to make to succeed in the new economy should be worthy, big, bold ideas, right? And belief in the idea represents 70% of the entrepreneur's reason for success. Billionaire Elon Musk, founder of PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX, who just lost 20% of his satellites for a star storm or something. Did he think he quit his business? Because he lost probably, who knows how much money, right? When you have a new idea, like being the most successful car company in the world before anyone believed Not only that you would drive an electric car, but that you would actually have a self-driving car, right? People still don't even believe that. First, you have to apply all the fundamental truths about the idea that can support the foundation of it, so that you can validate that you're out in front though, nobody else believes you, okay? So artificial intelligence, computer science, math. There are fundamental truths about what we have that are irrefutable. Irrefutable. Just like believing that people would drive cars because they knew that the science was there, right? Apply rigorous testing and new ways to use those principles over and over again to make sure it all works consistently. And bingo, if your innovation works, it will be sound and you'll be out in front. 3, don't listen to the naysayers because they're going to be everywhere. And 4, outwork everybody else. All right? You got it? Okay, the next one, who was partners, by the way, with Elon and PayPal. Peter Thiel, founder of PayPal, Palantir, and the biggest outside investor in Facebook. I love this question. As an entrepreneur, ask yourself, what valuable company is nobody else building? Another question. What important truth do very few people agree with you on? Okay, here's another really good one. Remember, these are billionaire people that were thinking of stuff way before anybody else even could consider possibilities. To build a monopoly, you need proprietary technology that's 10 times better than your competition. To build a monopoly that no one can, right, can come and replace. Study the end game before everything else. So that's why it's worth taking the time to put the foundation in and the building blocks in place. Set your foundation in place today and get ready for the future and see it before other people do. Another inventor that I've invested with, I've been so fortunate, her name is Miki Agrawal. She founded 2 companies. They're each worth over $200 million. I own 1% in one company and 3% in the other one. It's kind of cool. Put 75 grand in like 8 years ago. When you first think of a business idea, does it solve a problem for you? So Miki says, always stay curious and never lose the childlike wonder and excitement about what you're doing. How many jobs have you guys had over your career where you're so excited every day when you go in there? Right? About the product, right? Or about your people you're hanging out with. Billionaire John Mackey, founder of Whole Foods. Do you think that, when did you guys start shopping there? Or maybe half of you don't even go there. A long time ago, he started this, way before they knew people were going to be wanting to eat organic, healthy food. He created the theory of conscious capitalism, which is a way of thinking in business where the goal is to create multiple value for stakeholders, financial, intellectual, physical, ecological, ethical, and spiritual. Think about how your business can impact the world and reflect on why your business should exist. Should your business exist? Do you think it's important for your business to exist? That's one of the most important things that should get you up in the morning. Your business is important, and it needs to exist to create more value for more people. To create a higher purpose, we need meaningful core values, and to change the narrative that the sole purpose of business is to maximize profits and recapture and restore the narrative to its true essence. That business and capitalism is to improve our lives and create a future for all stakeholders. From a business perspective, this is super important. We must change and recognize that the greatest change happening in humans is we're experiencing a rise of consciousness. We're experiencing a rise in consciousness. This is huge and something to pay attention to in your business because people actually care about things today differently because they have more choices and they know more stuff. As entrepreneurs, we need to be fully awake and mindful to understand the consequences, short and long term, of how our actions are going to impact people and the planet. And this is super, super important to me. So why not take the high road and build your brand using sustainable, renewable resources that are better for us all long term? With all this being said, there's no one magical formula that will have you succeed in business. But there are characteristics which we all aspiring entrepreneurs should cultivate to dramatically boost their own odds for success. Starting a business is a huge undertaking and will define your life and your identity. But it gives you an unparalleled sense of freedom and achievement. The knowledge of the world awaits you as an entrepreneur. You're accepting the idea that you're going to set out to discover it. Only then can you gain the wisdom and experience to bring your wildest dreams and aspirations to fruition. Entrepreneurs are naturally interested in the world around them. They get a thrill out of learning something new and something interesting. They love to explore new ideas and demystify unexplained theories. Entrepreneurs question any and everything around them, believing there's an alternate truth to it. So embrace those people that drive you nuts. So when people are asking questions, you guys, be so happy, be so excited. Entrepreneurs don't settle for faint explanations, but seek to understand every intricacy possible. The first and foremost common reason lots of people make the jump is that they believe in themselves. Do you guys believe in yourselves? Like really, when you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror? Right? You're entrepreneurs. You have faced challenges in the past and you counted on yourself to get through them, right? You might have set some big goals and harsh deadlines. You crushed it. You smashed it out of the park. For me, I knew I was smart, but I didn't do well in high school. I was always betting on myself that I would come out on top no matter what. You guys know anybody like that? Once I was in college, I made a decision that mediocrity in school was no longer in my DNA. I got straight A's after that. Just a choice. Made a decision that it was important to me, and I wasn't going to take anything less than the best. Being self-reliant is a massive skill and a big sign that you should become an entrepreneur. It can be a very difficult and demanding role, a dynamic role where every day you're going to do something new and face a new challenge. However, only those who can count on themselves can get it done. Another important trait of all entrepreneurs is not giving up when the going gets tough. Entrepreneurship is unpredictable and a challenging journey. It's simply not a destination one reaches and completes in life. There's no destination, guys. It's the journey. That's what this is, right? It's the journey. As an entrepreneur, you're going to face many challenges and roadblocks. Every day, you're going to get punched in the face with something you never experienced before. When everything feels right and you're so excited, be prepared for everything to go wrong. Everything to go wrong. It's important to understand that once you made the conscious choice to become an entrepreneur, you're locked in. The seed has been planted. The only way out is the other way that you came in from. That's why it's crucial that you don't give up. Trust me, there will be times and moments where it feels like the only choice is giving up. It'll feel like all you can do is scurry back into your miserable life and try to escape back into your comfort zone. It's at these times where it all counts. At these times where you need to get up and fight those jitters, you need to understand that failure is all part of your journey. There has not been a single entrepreneur who successfully walked through their journey untouched. They all fought, climbed mountains, failed, but most importantly, they didn't give up. When you don't give up, you're fighting on another day that can push you closer to the summit. Thank you. Run the world, girls, who run the world?